Hello and welcome back to Altex TV, and today we are going to review the movie known as The Curse of La Llorona, also known as, in Australia here, The Curse of the Weeping Woman. Now, this movie stars Linda Cardellini, and let me start off by saying this is a horror movie. This stars Lisa Cardellini in it, and you know what, I'm going to give you my thoughts and what I thought about it, basically, which is the same thing as I just said. I don't know why I'm saying that. But anyway, let's get into this video and let's discuss this movie. So, this movie is a horror movie. It has just come out. It's part of the Conjuring Universe, cinematic universe, so with Annabelle, The Conjuring, The Nun, all that. Now, I'm going to start off by saying this isn't a bad movie, and it's not a great movie. It is by the numbers. This movie is by the numbers, by a mile. It is a classic horror film. It's basically everything, book by book, textbook horror film, and which isn't a bad thing. It's a solid movie. It's a good adding, movie towards the Conjuring universe. There's an Easter egg scene in there that makes you believe that it is in that, and yeah, so it's by the numbers. So first off, it's by the numbers, so don't expect it to be something new and all that. It's not. It's by the book. It's a standard horror movie. The acting is good in there. Linda's absolutely brilliant in it. She steals the show. I mean, I enjoyed watching her performance. The big criticism I have for this is the characters of the children. You've got the idiotic children in the movie again. You're watching it and you're just like sitting there and you're like, why are you doing that? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Why? Why are you going out there? Why are you going in there? Why are you opening these doors? Oh my god, he's right there. Those characters are in it. And that sort of, I know it's a trait. It is a big trait in horror films, but it's kind of a pet trait that I hate. It's a movie trait that I hate. Idiotic characters like that in horror movies, when you're sitting there and you're like, really? Is that really necessary? Like, is that important at the moment? Like, you can get it later. You can do that later. And I think that's probably the biggest criticism I can give it, is the idiotic characters, and that movie trope of it is just throughout this movie the whole way through, and it's just, oh my god, it does my head in, because can we give these characters a bit more development and make it a bit more like they're not so stupid, they're actually smart, and they go, well, I'm not doing that for this, and that leads to better story in that. Which is, for example, Pet Sematary had that. The characters in that weren't stupid. Like, you could see why he was doing what he was doing, because he had the motivation there, and, you see that and you go, well, I can understand why he wants to do this and all that and stuff. But in this one, I'm kind of sitting there and I'm like, really? Do you really need to do that and that? And yeah, that kind of did spoil it a bit for me. Now, as for the scares and that, it is suspenseful in parts. There is some jump scares that do, get you a bit here and there. The Weeping Woman, La Llorona, I believe it is absolutely phenomenal in this movie. The makeup's brilliant. It does look scary. The scream is absolutely, ear-shattering. Absolutely ear-shattering. And when you hear that screech, it does send chills down your spine. I mean, I got chills from hearing that. But in a way, it sort of is predictable as well, and I kind of had a feeling that certain things were going to happen, and I think the predictability of this movie did hurt it as well. But overall, look, if you're into horror and that, and you're looking to have a fun time, yeah, I would go see this, but I'd probably go see Pet Sematary over this. I think Pet Sematary is the better movie, but if you're looking for the scares and for a solid movie, I would go and see this one. This movie is got more scares in that than Pet Sematary, but Pet Sematary I think is a better movie. So overall, I'm going to have to give it a straight C for this one. I mean, it's just an average, normal, by the books horror movie, and you're going to get some scares, and yeah, you're going to get the idiotic characters that, you know, that are the trope of horror movies. But yeah, so that's my final thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are if you've seen this movie. Did you get scared? Did you have fun? Do you think it's actually a good movie? A great movie? Bad movie? Or is it just, yeah, don't even bother going to go watch it? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have yourselves a lovely day.